Hey gamers, SteamWorld Heist 2 arrives almost a decade after the original game carved its niche in the turn-based strategy genre. While the SteamWorld series has ventured into various genres from the digging adventures of SteamWorld Dig to the card-based RPG of SteamWorld Quest, none have resonated quite like the space-faring, hat-shooting exploits of SteamWorld Heist. Thunderful Development has taken up the challenge of not only expanding on the tactical depths that made the first game a cult classic, but also have enriched its world with more content, characters, and narrative twists. So let's find out if SteamWorld Heist 2 lives up to its predecessor, or if it struggles under the weight of its own ambitions. The newly released SteamWorld Heist 2 is set in a richly imagined SteamWorld punk world where you take on the role of Captain Leeway, a one-armed pirate captain navigating the perilous waters of the Great Sea. The game's narrative thrust is immediately engaging. The world is under siege from a mysterious menace that has turned the waters vile, corroding the metal body of its inhabitants and threatening to bring civilization to its knees. Against this backdrop of decay and desperation, you must guide Captain Leeway and her ragtag crew of steambots in a desperate bid to save the world. The game's world building is one of its strongest suits. Thunderful has crafted a world that is teeming with life, from the bustling ports filled with electric characters to the desolated outposts echoing with the remnants of a once thriving civilization. The game's narrative is propelled by its witty, sharp dialogue that adds layers of personality to the cast and makes every interaction feel meaningful. Whether you're bartering with a gristle merchant or sharing a drink with your crew at a dingy seaside tavern, the game excels in immersing you in its vibrant, albeit decaying world. At its core, the game is a turn-based strategy game that builds upon the mechanics of its predecessor, all while introducing several new systems that add depth to the complexity. This game operates in a day-night cycle, with each day beginning in an inn where you must upgrade your ship, recruit crew members, and plan your next move. And once you set sail, the game shifts into a real-time naval exploration, and here you'll navigate treacherous waters and engage in naval combat and hunt for treasure. But the game's turn-based combat is where the game truly shines. Each mission begins with a bit of dialogue that sets the stage for battles ahead, followed by strategic positioning of your crew. The combat system is a refined version of the original, with each character having a set of numbers of actions per turn, typically one movement and one attack. And this game introduces 6 distinct classes: brawlers, boomers, engineers, reapers, snipers, and flankers, with each one having unique abilities and weapons. And the game's cog system is one of its standout features, as it allows for extensive customization of your crew. So instead of locking into characters with specific classes, SteamWorld Heist 2 enables them to switch classes by simply equipping the corresponding weapon. And as characters level up, they can earn cogs that can be spent on talents from any class they previously mastered, allowing for an impressive degree of flexibility in how you build your team. So if you want a sniper that can heal, or a brawler with explosive capabilities, the cog system can make such hybrids not only possible, but also highly effective. And the game's combat is intensely satisfying, requiring you to carefully consider every move. This game's 2D perspective adds an additional layer of challenge, as you must account for every line of sight and cover in a way that feels both intuitive and deeply strategic. Every shot counts, especially when aiming, and in between missions, you'll guide Captain Leeway's submarine across the Great Sea, exploring new territories, discovering hidden treasures, and engaging in naval combat. The game's real-time exploration adds a refreshing change of pace, breaking up the turn-based combat with moments of tense, on-the-fly decision-making. The submarine itself can be upgraded with new weapons and abilities, such as torpedoes or machine gun turrets, allowing you to tackle increasingly dangerous encounters as you progress. And exploration isn't just about finding loot, it's also about uncovering the game's many secrets. Certain areas are only accessible by diving beneath the waves, and adds an element of verticality to your exploration that feels both rewarding and exciting. The game's map world is dotted with points of interest, be they enemy outposts to raid, sunken ships to plunder, or hidden caves to explore, each offering its own set of challenges and rewards. One of the most compelling aspects of SteamWorld Heist 2 is its rich job system, which offers a wealth of customization options for your crew. Each class comes with its own set of weapons and abilities. However, the game's true depth lies in its cog system. Like I said before, this allows you to mix and match talents from different classes to create truly unique character builds. This level of customization extends to your ship as well. As you progress, you'll earn resources that can be used to upgrade your submarine, enhancing its combat capabilities, increasing its speed, or improving its durability. These upgrades are essential as the game's difficulty ramps up, particularly in the later stages where enemy encounters become increasingly challenging. And while the game offers a robust and engaging gameplay experience, it does have some flaws. The most notable issue is its potential for repetition. Despite the game's best efforts for various mission objectives and enemy types, the core gameplay loop does start to feel samey and repetitive after extended play sessions. This is particularly true for the turn-based combat, which while satisfying, doesn't always offer enough variety to keep every encounter feeling fresh. And the enemy AI is another area where the game stumbles. While generally competent, there are moments where the AI makes questionable decisions, such as walking directly into traps or failing to take advantage of obvious strategy opportunities. And the game's naval controls can sometimes feel a bit unwieldy, especially when navigating tight spaces or engaging in high-speed chases. These are minor issues, but they can lead to moments of frustration, particularly when you're trying to line up a shot in the heat of battle. SteamWorld Heist 2 is a visual feast, with its bold, vibrant art style bringing the steampunk world to life in stunning detail. The character designs are particularly noteworthy, each steambot oozing with personality, from the grizzled veterans to the fresh-faced recruits, and the environments are equally impressive, ranging from rusted ruins to abandoned outposts to the shimmering depths of the Great Sea. And complementing the game's visuals is the outstanding soundtrack, whose eclectic mix of pirate shanties, folk, and rock perfectly capture the game's adventurous spirit. The music not only emphasizes the atmosphere, but it also helps to immerse you into the world, whether you're strategizing your next move or simply enjoying a moment. And the game's writing is another highlight, blending humor and heart in equal measures. The dialogue is sharp and witty, often eliciting a chuckle as you interact with various characters that populate the world. Yet beneath the humor, there's a sense of urgency and melancholy that adds depth to the narrative, making the stakes feel real and the character struggles poignant. SteamWorld Heist 2 is a triumph of strategy and storytelling, successfully building on the foundation laid by its predecessors while introducing enough new mechanics to feel fresh and exciting. The game's strength lies in its deep customization options, engaging turn-based combat, and richly detailed world. While the game does suffer from some repetition or occasional AI quirks, these issues are minor in the grand scheme of things. For me, the game is an 8.4 out of 10. For fans of the original SteamWorld Heist, this sequel is a must-play, offering a more expansive and polished experience. And for the newcomers, SteamWorld Heist 2 is a fantastic entry point into the series, providing a challenging yet accessible strategy game that's as rewarding as it is enjoyable. If you played the game, did you like it? Would you recommend it? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching till the end. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a great day.